world, baby.
Yo, what's up, fam? It's your boy DJ Ghetto from the Get Go. This is how I get going. Get low. Literally 90% of the YouTube tutorials in this music shit. What's up? Welcome to Studio Illegal. Today I want to try to redo the tutorial I did yesterday. Trust me, guys, I'm really trying to record these tutorials, but I suck at explaining what I'm doing. We're gonna make a sampled beat. I'm gonna show you a really easy way how I do it, like a simple process of creating a beat. We're gonna start from the scratch. We're gonna use a sample, and we are going to do some mixing and mastering, just basic stuff to show you how I approach these beats, if I need to make them really quick. And then later, if a rapper or somebody wants to buy my songs, my music, I mix them better, I master them better, I put more time into it, or I send them the stems so they can do it themselves. I'm gonna set my tempo to 95. Actually, let's put it 94, just for the hell of it. Now, I have my drum loop slicer here pulled up, which is called SliceX. If you're using something else, you can open up your drum loop slicer. And first things first, let's load a sample, the song we're gonna sample from. It's called Angie Baby. This is what it is, and we're gonna sample a part that starts somewhere here, I think.
When a young girl doesn't,
right here.
folks hoping you'd turn out cool.
Just listen to
but
that.
They had to take you out of school. You're a little touched, you know, Angie baby.
It's just the feeling of this song is awesome.
Angie baby.
So I'm just trying to give you guys like a general idea how you can find your samples. Trust me, you can sample pretty much anything if you know how to sample it. So yeah, that's that. Let's get started by cutting. I'm gonna play the song and I'm gonna start counting and cutting. So let's do that. Count. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. There we go. I noticed the way I'm saying number 2. I'm saying like two like fucking gay. Shut up, I'm not gay. Let's actually take this part. So first part.
Folks hoping you'd turn out cool.
We're gonna take that part and we're gonna sample it, put it in the playlist just like that. Then there's another part which is these two, I believe.
Little touch, you know, Angie baby. Little touch.
Yeah, that's that. So we're gonna cut that as well. And then last part, which is this. I said there's 5 bars. It's actually 10. Oh well. So here we have these cuts. We're gonna use them for the intro and for the verse, and then later you can maybe find some other part of the song that you want to sample and use that for your chorus. It's up to you. So I find my song, I sample it, I find the parts I like, and I cut them. Next step is to make sure these samples fit the beat. Let me show you what I mean. This is my beat. Or the tempo, right? I'm sorry, it's these terminology shit's confusing, man. So I need to make sure these samples fit my tempo. Let's listen to these samples and let's see how do they sound.
Folks hoping you'd turn out cool, but they had to take.
So there's no way this fits in my tempo. How do I fix this? Double click on the sample, under time stretching, right click on time and click 2 bars. Let's have a listen now.
Folks hoping you'd turn out cool.
That's really nice, right? Okay, there's one thing I want to do right off the bat, which is make sure I assign all of these samples to the same track, like that. And I want to make sure I put the mode to E generic 3, and I want to put my pitch to +400.
Folks hoping you'd turn out cool.
Let's repeat the process for everything else. E generic time. This is 1 bar, so I'm gonna go 1 bar. Oh look, we actually do have 5 bars. Okay, never mind. And for the last one, right click, 2 bars, E generic 3, pitch +400, and here this one +400. There we go. So this is how they sound. Let's have a listen to all of this.
Folks hoping you'd turn out cool, but they had to take you out of school. You're a little touched, you know, Angie baby.
It's fucking dope. Here's what we're going to do next. we are going to first loop this part. Hold on, let me move it like this. We're gonna loop it so it's actually 16 bars. You can count these squares. Each square is a bar. You can set that over here, by the way. If you click the horseshoe, you go to bar. There you go. So here's what we gotta do. We need our drum beat. And then we're gonna go from there as well. Now, you can create your own drum beat. For this particular beat, I found a drum beat that I have, which was awesome. So you can maybe use it if you want to. It's called, there's a package that's called rhythmlab.com Hip Hop Expansion 1. I got this one from the internet. I believe it's free. I also have number 3 expansion pack. So here's one drum beat I just love. It's gonna fit perfect with the beat. Let me show you. Let's put it in here. Alright, listen to this.
Folks hoping you'd turn out cool, but they had to take you out of school. You're a little touched, you know, ain't you, baby?
Dope as fuck. Here's the next step. We need to put our drums into another track, so I'm gonna do that. And the next step is we are going to create a bass for our beat. So just listen to the sample and notice if you can hear the bass.
Baby.
Did you hear that? Listen, listen. It's awesome. I love the way it sounds. So, but it's not bassy enough. We actually, I wanna make sure it's bassier, I guess. Blech, more bass.
Baby.
So if you have big speakers, you can really feel the bass. That's what I want to try to do. Here's how we can do this. We are going to take a bass line that we hear in this sample. So there's a bass line. Hold on. That right there. We're going to take that. We're going to make it more bassier. So let me show you how we do that. We need to flip the octave. What does it mean? Well, let me show you what an octave is. If I take a piano, for example, where's the piano? And if I play this note, see how it's higher up there. But if I play the same note but octave below, there's more bass to it. Listen to this one. See, there's more bass if you change the octave, if you lower the octave. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lower this sample by an octave. It's gonna be more bassier. Let me show you how we do that. First, we need to make sure we copy each one of our samples that we used. We're gonna copy them like this. Next thing is we need to make sure we make them unique as samples. So click each one of them. There's a small icon in the corner of each sample. Click that and go make unique as sample. Now, what you do is you make sure you set it to track 3, all of them, all of your bass samples. So these down here are our bass samples. So I'm gonna make sure I put them down here. So, and this is our normal sample, but we are going to take away bass from it because we have bass down here, okay? I hope that makes sense. So this is what we do. I'm gonna rename this track, call it sample. These are our drums, and this is our sample with bass. So here's what we do. First, we need to take away bass from the sample up here. We need to take that away. How do we do that? We right-click on number 1. We go type. We go high pass. And then we move our number 1. What is this called? Number 1 point. I forgot how is it called. I'm sorry. So we move it like this. Let's have a listen. See? I'm gonna move it to like somewhere around 250. 250 hertz. There we go. Now we need to do the opposite for the bass sample. So I'm gonna add my EQ. And I'm going to right click on number 7. I'm gonna go type, I'm gonna go low pass. And I'm gonna do this. Put it to somewhere around 250. Let's have a listen. Alright, now what we gotta do is we gotta lower this by an octave. So if you know, how do you lower it by an octave? Well, you gotta know what octave is. See, we have this note over here. And then we have this note over here. In between these notes, there are exactly 12 notes. So let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, there's 11, but you get it what I'm saying. So that's basically what we got to do. We got to lower our sample by 12 notes. How do we do that? Here's how we do that. We double click on the sample, we go pitch, and then we lower this from plus 400. We lower it to minus 800. Because 4 minus 12 is minus 8, right? There we go. Let's have a listen. See? More bass. That's nice. Let's repeat this process for every other sample. Let's have a listen to all of them together.
Folks hoping you'd turn out cool, but they had to take you out of school. You're a little touch, you know, ain't you, baby?
That's way better, right? Instead of this. Nice. So that's how we create a bassline. Now, there's one more thing we gotta do, which is... Well, this is one way to create a bassline, okay? Oh, by the way, I did copy all of my samples here because they gotta match the top ones, right? The bass ones. Okay, so next step is we gotta mix it up a little bit. And then we are going to change our composition a little bit. I'll show you. We're gonna change something here. So first things first, let's mix it up. How do we mix it up? This is what we do. We play everything. We lower the volume of everything. And this is how we mix it up. We are going to increase the volume, or I mean, I'm gonna do it, but shit, shut up. So we're gonna increase the volume of each one of these tracks, or the inserts. So we're gonna increase the volume. And we are going to basically listen. And we are going to find a golden middle. We don't want it too quiet, nor do we want it too loud. We want somewhere in the middle. So I think it's gonna be here somewhere. This is not bad. Somewhere here maybe. There we go, that works. Next thing we gotta do is increase the bass. But we gotta make sure it's somewhere around here. And we also gotta make sure it doesn't overpower anything. What do I mean by it? We can't do this. There's too much bass. We also can't do this. There's not enough bass. We gotta find a middle. Somewhere here. And next step is to increase the volume of the drums. Again, we can't do this because you can barely hear the drums. Also, we can't do this because then you can't hear everything else. So we gotta find a golden middle. So let's do that. Perfect. All right, next step is... Let me just actually select all of this. And I'm going to lower the volume of everything a little bit. Just for the sake of mastering process. What is mastering process? Well, after we mix it up, so this is like mixing, what I was doing, just basic mixing. Next step is to master everything, or in simple terms, to make everything louder, sorta, and make it more awesome. So let me show you how we do that. Just a simple process. We play everything, we add Maximus, right click, mastering, clear master RMS. There we go. I'm actually gonna put a limiter to it. Just a little bit. There we go. Alright, so that's like a basic process of making a beat. Okay, I just want to take a moment to address something because I know a lot of people are getting triggered right now because, you know, world is a huge place, people. There's a lot of shit in there, and normally you're gonna meet a lot of shitty people. These ones I'm talking to right now are the worst kind. There is a special place in hell for these kind of people. Who am I talking about? The people that are going to attack me or attack you eventually for using samples, for using loops, for doing it the easy way. No talent, nothing. See, these people, they're super triggered right now because they're like, they think you gotta make everything yourself. If you're going to use the electricity, you better have the motherfucking generator that you made and route every fucking cable to your house. That's what these people expect you to do. I just want to say it's okay to use, at least in my opinion, and I'm going to use it. I don't give a shit what people think. A lot of people get triggered. A lot of people get triggered if you use loops, if you use samples, if you do it the easy way. See, this is a loop. That's not the way to make it. And I'm like, but how? I just made it. You're gonna meet these kinds of people if you make music like I did right now, because they think you gotta make everything yourself. Fuck those people. Just keep making music. Don't care how you make it. What we gotta do next is this is kind of boring in my opinion. It's just repeating, right? It repeats, then it repeats. It's annoying. So we got, I mean, at least in my opinion, it is. So what I want to do is I want to change it up a little bit. How? Let me show you. So we go like this. So now we have a rapper. He's spitting his shit. Like, yeah, I'm a killer. I'm gonna kill her with the potato pillar. Oh yeah. So, and then we change up a beat a little bit. Let's do something like this. See? We change that. That's nice. We can do it again somewhere here, for example. Have a listen. Oh yeah. And next thing we can do is we can mess around with the sample up here. So let's do it like this maybe. I'm just doing it off top of my head. I'm not thinking really like, I don't have this prepared. Oh, let's do it like this. Let's try something like this. And then you can go into the hook, which could go like this. Let's just do it for the hell of it. Let's do it like this. Who cares? Hold on, I'm not done yet. Give me a moment. And then it goes into verse again. See? And you can keep going, man. So it's up to you to decide how you want to make your music. My advice to you is don't get triggered if you see somebody do it the easy way or the clever way, because they were smarter than your ass and they figured it out and you didn't. So suck a dick. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe, share, comment. You know the drill. Drill. Subscribe. Let me do a rap. Subscribe. I'm a superscribed, unified motherfucker, and I make beats and I make it fly. Comment, subscribe, like, and I'm out. Bye. Oh, by the way, visit my visit my website if you want to download some drums. StudioIllegal.info. Go to download section drum kits, and over here you have 2 drum kits so far. I really like the Night Wonder one, so you just hit the details and it's gonna take you to a download page. And yeah, enjoy the free drums. Make good beats. See ya. You're a little touch, ain't you, baby?